You wake up, but your body still feels heavy. You rest all weekend, yet Monday feels like a mountain you can't climb. You've tried vitamins, coffee, even meditation, but nothing seems to bring that spark back. What if the problem isn't your sleep, your diet, or your schedule, but your mind's silent exhaustion? What if the real reason you're always tired is that you're carrying a burnout you don't even see? In today's world, exhaustion has become a language everyone speaks. We call it being busy, working hard, or just tired. But under those words lies a quiet fatigue that doesn't go away with 8 hours of sleep. Burnout isn't just being overworked, it's being emotionally drained by everything that once gave you purpose. It's when your passion turns into pressure, your drive becomes dread, and your energy evaporates even when you're not doing much. The truth is, many people today are living in a constant state of half alive. Their bodies move, but their minds have checked out. The first hidden sign of burnout is emotional numbness. You stop feeling joy, but you also stop feeling pain. It's not that you don't care anymore, you just can't. You scroll through messages without replying. You show up to work without really being there. And you talk to people while your thoughts drift far away. It's like you're watching your own life from a distance, too tired to participate. That's not laziness, that's your brain protecting itself. When it senses constant overload, too many decisions, too many expectations, too many emotions, it begins to shut down certain systems to conserve energy. The result? You feel detached from everything, even from yourself. Another hidden sign is what psychologists call cognitive fog. You can't concentrate. You reread the same sentence 3 times. You forget simple things like why you walked into a room. Burnout doesn't just exhaust your emotions, it hijacks your brain chemistry. When stress hormones stay elevated for too long, your ability to focus and remember weakens. It's not a lack of discipline, it's a biological response to chronic pressure. You can't think clearly when your body believes it's constantly under attack. Then there's the guilt, the kind that whispers, you should be doing more. Burnout often hides behind productivity. You feel tired but guilty for resting. You push yourself because the world rewards those who never stop. Yet the harder you try to meet those expectations, the emptier you feel. It's a vicious cycle. You work to prove your worth, but the more you do, the less you recognize yourself. You lose the ability to simply exist without earning it. And that's the silent tragedy of modern burnout. It's disguised as success. You can have a stable job, friends, and even achievements, yet feel completely hollow inside. You smile in photos, but secretly wonder, why don't I feel happy anymore? This isn't weakness. It's a signal that your body and mind have been running on emergency power for too long. Rest doesn't fix burnout, because burnout isn't about sleep, it's about disconnection. You can't recharge a battery that's not plugged into its source. So what are you disconnected from? Sometimes it's purpose. You started a career because you loved it, but somewhere along the way it became about survival. You stopped asking, why am I doing this? And started asking, how much longer can I keep doing this? You may still appear functional, but inside, the spark is gone. True burnout begins when meaning fades. You no longer see the link between your effort and the life you want to live. Other times it's boundaries. You keep saying yes when you mean no. You take on others' stress as your own. You respond to emails at midnight, apologize for resting, and feel anxious when you're not being productive. Every time you ignore your own limits, you teach your body that its needs don't matter, and slowly it stops trusting you. That's why even when you finally rest, you don't feel refreshed. Your body may stop moving, but your mind never gets permission to rest. Another form of hidden burnout shows up as physical symptoms. Headaches, muscle tension, digestive problems, insomnia. These are not random. They are the body's language for something's wrong. When your mind refuses to slow down, your body takes over the job. You may go to doctors, get tests, and hear that everything looks normal, but burnout doesn't show up on X-rays. It hides in the space between your heartbeat and your thoughts. It's the exhaustion that medicine can't measure, but you can feel in every breath. Burnout also disguises itself as irritation. You snap easily, not because you're angry, but because you're overwhelmed. Small problems feel massive. You become impatient with others and even more impatient with yourself. You start avoiding people, not because you dislike them, but because you have nothing left to give. This irritability is your nervous system screaming for relief. When we don't listen, it starts to break down the connections we rely on: relationships, creativity, empathy. What makes burnout even more deceptive is that it often affects high performers, the ones who care deeply, who want to do well, who take responsibility for everything. Burnout doesn't hit those who don't care. It hits those who care too much for too long, without replenishing their energy. You keep showing up, keep pushing, keep saying I'm fine until your body decides it's not. You can't pour from an empty cup, but you've been trying to for years. So how do you begin to recover? First, you stop glorifying exhaustion. Tired isn't a badge of honor, it's a signal. Instead of asking, how can I do more? Start asking, what can I let go of? Recovery begins when you choose to slow down, not because you've earned it, but because you deserve it. It's okay to rest before you collapse. Second, rebuild connection to your body, your purpose, and your presence. Notice how you breathe, how you eat, how you move. Burnout makes you live in the future or the past, but healing happens only in the present. When you walk, feel your steps. When you eat, taste your food. When you rest, truly rest. Mindfulness isn't a luxury, it's medicine for a world addicted to busyness. Third, set gentle boundaries. Boundaries aren't walls, they're gates that protect your peace. Say no when your body says no. Take time to be unavailable. Burnout thrives in environments where everything feels urgent. The truth is, very few things actually are. You don't have to reply immediately, you don't have to fix everything. The world keeps spinning even when you pause. Fourth, remember who you were before the burnout. What used to make you feel alive? Maybe it was painting, running, journaling, or simply being outdoors. Revisit those moments, not as productivity, but as nourishment. These small joys reconnect you with your inner energy source, the one that no job title or to-do list can give. Finally, forgive yourself. You didn't fail. You adapted. Burnout is not a personal flaw, it's a human consequence of living in a system that glorifies overwork and dismisses rest. Your exhaustion is not weakness, it's proof that you've been strong for too long. Healing begins when you stop blaming yourself for being human. The road back from burnout isn't quick. It's not about quitting your job or escaping your life. It's about coming home to yourself. Learning to live in a way that honors your limits instead of fighting them. Sometimes that means simplifying your schedule. Sometimes it means leaving environments that constantly drain you. And sometimes it just means learning to breathe again without guilt. The more you listen to your fatigue with compassion instead of judgment, the more you'll realize that burnout isn't the end. It's an invitation. It's your body saying, you've gone too far away. Come back. Come back to balance, to stillness, to a life that feels like yours again. Because you're not meant to survive your days. You're meant to live them. If this message resonated with you, take a deep breath right now. You're not broken, you're healing. And that starts by giving yourself permission to rest, to feel, to exist without proving your worth. Thank you for watching this video on Think Fresh Daily. If it brought you clarity or comfort, please like this video, share it with someone who might need it, and follow the channel for more content on how to build a healthier, calmer, and more intentional